After a relatively quiet start to the year in video games, February 2023 arrives with a lot of promise. There are plenty of fresh new video game releases this month, including a number of blockbusters like Hogwarts Legacy, Like a Dragon, Ishin, Scars Above, and more. Let's see the biggest upcoming video games in February 2023. First in the list is Deliver Us Mars. Deliver Us Mars is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi adventure game where you play as astronaut Kathy Johansson, a woman on a mission to recover a colony ship stolen by a mysterious group. It's a direct sequel to Deliver Us the Moon and offers a similar spacefaring experience. As Johansson, you'll chart a course through wild space, travel the surface of Mars, and tiptoe your way across a hostile galaxy in search of answers to solve humanity's survival crisis. The fate of the world is in your hands, but don't let that turn you away from your noble goal. Coming next is Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy, the period story set in J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World/Harry Potter universe, is set to launch in early February 2023, after suffering a series of delays. While the game arrives with major baggage, it looks to be a soaring adventure game that captures the freedom and spirit of the original Harry Potter adventure. This game boasts flashy combat, plenty of customization, and a dense story weaving new lore into the fabric of the wizarding world. Next in the list is Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts, from EA and Koei Tecmo/Omega Force, is another big contenders to Capcom's Monster Hunter franchise, and looks to adopt similar mechanics for different kinds of monster hunting. In this tale, you'll explore a fantasy version of medieval Japan, armed with a variety of special tools and weapons to take down roaming kimono beasts. These are giant creatures that cause havoc in their wake, and it's up to you to stop them. Whether solo or in multiplayer sessions, you'll work on taking down monsters in creative ways, using ancient technology karakuri to form traps, inflict damage, and save towns from destruction. While the gameplay has shined in each trailer for this game, the real star appears to be the scenery. Wild Hearts looks to be a gorgeous game, and hopefully it'll play well, too. Next in the list is The Settlers: New Allies. The Settlers: New Allies, a brand new strategy game in the long-running, beloved Settlers series, launches for PC and consoles in February 2023. While originally set to launch in 2022, the game was ultimately delayed after feedback from playtesters forced a rethink of certain mechanics. Ubisoft is now confident in the reworked gameplay, and has high hopes this title will bring the Settlers into the modern era with aplomb. In The Settlers: New Allies, you'll take control of 3 different factions, Ilari, Maru, Jorn, and lead your tiny citizens to victory in war as you build up their power, resources, military structures, and prowess. Those who grew up with Age of Empires, Civilization, and other strategy-based gems should keep an eye on this new game release. Coming next is Like a Dragon, Ishin. Like a Dragon, Ishin, a remake of Ryu-Ga Gotoku. First released in 2014, exclusively in Japan, is one of the biggest game releases for February 2023. For nearly a decade, Western Yakuza/Like a Dragon fans have begged publisher Sega and developer Ryu-Ga Gotoku Studio to bring the Ishin games to the West, and it's finally happening, thanks to the rising popularity of the entire Yakuza series. In this adventure, players embody the historic hero Sakamoto Ryoma, who resembles Yakuza protagonist Kazuma Kiryu, and take part in an epic tale of samurai drama set in Japan's Edo period. The twist here is that every character is played by a familiar face from the wider Yakuza games, connecting the world of 1860s Japan to the modern-day events depicted in the Yakuza timeline. Coming up next, Horizon Call of the Mountain, a Horizon spin-off from Guerrilla Games and Firesprite, is the flagship launch title for the PlayStation VR2 device. It's one of many major game releases for the VR2, and will be available on launch as a standalone title, or as part of the PlayStation VR2 retail bundle. This game spotlights a new protagonist in the world of Horizon, Reyes, a Carja prisoner tasked with investigating a rising new threat in a post-apocalyptic land. Early impressions of the title have been wildly positive, with critics praising the movement, combat, and beauty of the adventure. There are high hopes that this is a worthy entry in the Horizon series, and that it heralds a new era for VR on PlayStation 5. Next in the list is Destiny 2: Lightfall. The latest expansion to Destiny 2: Lightfall is finally set to launch at the conclusion of February, following a brief delay. This chapter will introduce a range of new features and locales to the MMO, with new additions being brightly colored and neon-infused. The main action will take place in a land known as Neptune, where a city under threat needs your help. On your journey, you'll meet a group known as the Cloud Striders, fight against the Shadow Legion, and work to prevent the destruction of Secret City, Neomuna. Along the way, you'll clash with the terrifying Emperor Callus, explore the edges of Destiny 2's solar system, and wield new darkness powers against enemy hordes. If you've departed Destiny 2 recently, this expansion may be a major reason to come back. The final one on the list is Scars Above. If you like spooky space horror, then Scars Above is one of the February 2023 game releases for you. In this sci-fi action-adventure, you play as astronaut and scientist Kate, who wakes up on a hostile planet filled with slimy, creepy-crawly alien creatures. Each presents a new threat, requiring Kate to explore, innovate, and eventually conquer every beast that comes her way. Scars Above carries similar vibes to Returnal and other third-person sci-fi horror games, so if you like the genre, you should certainly keep an eye out for this release. During a 2022 play-in-game preview, we were able to get hands-on with Scars Above, and found it to be tense and filled with plenty of traps for inexperienced players. That said, it strikes the right balance between power and fear, making it a very intriguing prospect. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.